Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hungus 712, and today I'm going to be bringing you some solar hardpoint here on Advanced Warfare. Pretty solid game for me. I dropped 37 kills. I play a little bit of everything in this, a little anchor roll, getting the hardpoint. Have some good fun with the old Speakeasy. Even though it got recently buffed, the Speakeasy's still a pretty good gun. Nonetheless, or the ASM-1's still a pretty solid gun. Not quite as melty as it used to be, but still a pretty damn good gun. Still probably the most dominant sub in the game. I'd also like to do a few videos coming up too of me using some other weapons, some of the less known submachine guns and assault rifles that are really good in this game that nobody ever seems to use because of how great the ASM-1 has been since its release, like the KF-5, the SN6, the MP11. Some of those guns are very viable, and a few of them are even niche weapons that are good in certain situations, but you know, that's a topic for another discussion. But what I wanted to talk to you guys today about was, obviously I'm playing League Play here with a couple of buddies, and I wanted to do a commentary on how League Play on Advanced Warfare matches up with the League Play scene in the last two games, Ghosts and Black Ops 2. Obviously you guys know, or some of the Call of Duty veterans out there know, that League Play was introduced in Black Ops 2, and it was basically a way to get the public up to date on the competitive scene in Call of Duty, because with the new competitive scene growing like it is, Treyarch and company did a really good job. I think they're the best team at balancing basically competitive with casual gameplay, because you always had your public matches that were casual. You didn't have to try that hard when you went into them. You could really just go in there and have a really good time, just you know, have fun. And then you had League Play where you could go in and get sweaty and get down and dirty and do your business. But of course, once Black Ops 2 was done, Ghost was released, and right from the start, a lot of people complained, especially me with Ghost, that you didn't have search and destroy right off the bat. You had search and rescue, which it's not my kind of game. I'm not a search and rescue person. I do think it is a good game mode, but it's not for me. Search and destroy, you die once you're dead. You know, there shouldn't be a respawn. But it is a fun game for some. I know a lot of people enjoy it. I've played it a few times with some friends that really like it, but it's really not for me. But another big knock on Infinity Ward's Ghost was that, you know, there wasn't a League Play in there. There wasn't League Play, and a lot of the competitive players in Call of Duty really enjoyed that League Play, especially me, you know, a competitive player myself. And they ended up bringing in, oh god, what was it, Clan Wars or Clan Objectives, right, or maybe about halfway through, and then they had the esports rules finally brought in to Clan Wars, and it was nice. It was better than just simply going into public matches and playing uplink or domination. Sorry, I always say uplink. Blitz, I mean blitz or domination or search. Because it was 4v4, and typically you're going to get your more competitive players in the clan battles. But it still wasn't League Play. So Advanced Warfare, you know, they had 3 years to work on this, and they knew, okay, the competitive scene's grown. A lot of people really like the competitive scene, and they really like League Play from Black Ops 2. So they decided, okay, we're going to put in our version of League Play. So just a little background there for some people that might not know about when League Play started, or kind of how it worked out on all the other all the other games in the Call of Duty franchise. That's just a little information for you guys. But the real big topic today is, you know, does this match up? Is this the best League Play? Is this the worst? Does it match up to the other ones? You know, how does it match up? And I think I think Sledgehammer has done a pretty good job on the competitive scene. I really do. I think they've done a pretty good job. I do think Treyarch did the best. Like I said, the balance of that game, the setup of League Play, from, you know, working your way from bronze to masters, and just the way the game was laid out, the game modes in there. The penalty system, you know, if you left a match sooner than you should have, if you just, you know, started the match which is the biggest. Of course, if you guys play League Play, you know that's the biggest downfall of playing League Play, is that once you get into a match, you don't know if your teammates are going to stay with you unless you've got 4 friends playing, or 3 other friends playing with you. There's a good chance your teammates are going to leave. Even if you're winning by 200 points in Hardpoint, you still have people that lag out of the game and leave. So, of course, Sledgehammer did a good job finally. They didn't do it from the start, but from the start you didn't get penalized, now you do. But, you know, I do think Sledgehammer, again, has done a pretty good job with the competitive scene. And, but I still think Black Ops 2 was a bit better. And one of the big problems I've had so far with the Sledgehammer League Play system is that weapon variants are allowed. Now, as you guys know, in competitive play, if you go to any LAN events or any, you know, big tournaments, typically your really strict game battles matches will be like this too. You can't use weapon variants. You cannot use them. And in case you don't know what a weapon variant is, basically what I'm using right now is a weapon variant. The ASM-1's the most dominant submachine gun in the game. And there's a version called the Speakeasy, which I have here, which has an extended clip built into it. So I basically have I have 67 rounds. I basically have a 70-round clip here of the most powerful submachine gun rounds in the game. And this the Speakeasy also has a higher fire rate. So not only do I have the ability to hold the trigger down and basically hold down a point for an extended period of time, I also have an increased fire rate. This is the same for the Inferno, which is another elite weapon that I have, BAL. You'll see a lot of people running, oh god, what is it? The Obsidian Steed. That seems to be the most popular one for the BAL, but actually I think the Inferno's a bit meltier, a bit better because of the increased fire rate, but the Steed does a little bit more damage over range, not damage overall. But those are weapon variants. They're basically different variants of the same weapon that everybody has, but most of the time the variants that are used are the better ones, of course, because, you know, everybody wants that advantage. But so far, this is the big problem I've had with Sledgehammers. I don't understand why the variants are allowed in these games. Because there are people that have played this game non-stop since its release, and they don't have the best elite weapons. They don't have a BAL that melts. They don't have an ASM-1 that melts. They don't have all these great weapons. They don't have the quick bolt. They don't have the Doctor for the sniper rifles. They don't, you know, there's so many different weapon variants out there, and there's some, like I said again, there's some people that have played this game since its release in November, and they still don't have great weapon variants. I have a few friends that have played this probably 3 to 4 times as much as I've played this, and they don't have an elite BAL. They don't have an elite ASM-1. And if you don't have an elite version of those 2 weapons, you're going to struggle in League Play, especially against good players that have these weapons. Now, some of the lower tier players, you know, the ones in the bronze divisions and stuff, if their shot's not great, maybe it's somebody new to the competitive scene, you're going to be able to hold up to them, even if they do have a Speakeasy like I do, a Strider, ASM-1, the couple elite BALs. You're going to still have a chance, a little bit of a chance, but it's still going to be tough. And that's my big knock on Sledgehammer games so far in League Play. I think that needs to be changed. Otherwise, I think the map rotations, they're not too bad. One game mode I really hated in the beginning, but I actually like quite a bit now, is Capture the Flag. I think Capture the Flag has been kind of poor so far in this game. With the spawn system, the way it works, and just the speed of the game, and the randomness of where people are at because of you know, just how fast you move in this game, Capture the Flag's kind of been a ruin for me. It's not as great of a game on here. Most people like Uplink now. That kind of took the place of Capture the Flag, even though Capture the Flag still is in the game. That's also a problem I've had. And one more thing that I'd like to see changed when it comes to ranked play, and it wasn't changed either in Black Ops 2 or Ghost, but I'd like to see the same rules for the competitive players as for us. So friendly fires on, and just things like that. Again, no weapon variants, no extra stuff, you know, that you can use here, but you can't use in competitive. I remember the Cap 40 was banned, and dual wield B23Rs, and just different things like that were banned in Black Ops 2 competitive play, but you could still use them in league play. And that's one thing I'd like to see them change, you know, make this as close to the competitive scene as possible. I do understand why they don't sometimes, just because they want people to still come in and enjoy it and get to be, or it allows them to become part of the competitive scene a little bit easier. And I do understand that, but I would like to see them change that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like league play? Do you like league play in this new game? Did you like it in Black Ops 2 a lot? Ghost, which was pretty much non-existent. You know, just let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you guys liked the video. Any comments or questions for me, I'd be glad to answer them. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next video, and bow out.